Hello ladies and gentle ladies, welcome to another stream. As usual, we're going to be doing some more Industria. And yeah, let me just do the usual announcement, which I almost forgot to do. Yeah, hello Lime, welcome to the stream. And yeah, let's just get straight into it, shall we? Let's turn camera on, let's turn that off. Hello Basti, welcome to the stream. So yeah, first kind of order of the day is going to just be to finish up some debug rendering, and then yeah, and then we'll move on to the rest. Currently writing Java native function that talks to some C++ code. Interesting. I might need to do that for my final year project, which I really should be working on, but we ignore that. Yeah, pain and suffering. But yeah, let's kind of get into it. So I do actually need to kind of fix this error first before we can actually do anything. So my idea was that I wanted to just draw kind of the value above the pipe so that I can see what's in the pipe without having to right click the pipe. That would be very useful. I actually don't know if we're going to do the heat system today. I said in Discord we're going to do the heat system today. There's a chance we won't, because it very much depends on whether my system is actually going to work in the way it needs to, and I'm not confident that it will, but we'll see. Obviously I haven't tested this yet because error moment, so let's just close some of these things. Yeah. Okay. Hello the Kavan, welcome to the stream. So yeah, basically all I've done is I've set up a debug rendering thing. So when I press F6, it will toggle debug rendering, just sends a packet to the server to tell it like, hey, I need your pipe networks. So then the server will handle that request and it will send back the pipe network, which hopefully I can quickly find. Also, I should probably fix this real quick whilst I'm here. So this is actually really easy to fix. All I can do is just go for manager.tick world. Nice and simple thing that I needed to do there. No, I didn't need to, it just makes it a little bit easier. So it syncs wherever the packet is handled, which is here. Yeah, here it syncs. So when the packet is handled, it will sync the pipe networks over. So it syncs here. So it basically just converts it to MBT and then it splits it into chunks of, I've said 1.75 kilobyte. The max chunk size is actually 2 kilobyte, but I'm also sending over the name and the index and the total chunks. I couldn't be bothered to calculate those separately, so I just said, fuck it, 1.75 kilobyte. It'll probably be fine. Hello, Mikey. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you are the guy I just helped in Fabric Discord, I believe. Yeah, I honestly, I completely forgot that I scheduled a stream for tonight. I completely forgot up until, like 10 minutes ago. So, I was not expecting to, and then I forgot, oh, I scheduled one. So here we are. Is what we're doing today. Because if I don't schedule it, the chances are I'm not going to do it. So I have to schedule it, which kind of forces me to do it. So here we are. So yeah, anyways, I wanted to draw text in the world, and I honestly have no idea how to do that. So we're probably about to suffer some pain. So yeah, I mean, force yourself to be productive and you'll be productive, right? If it works, it works. What can I say? Name tag? I'm not sure that would really help, but sure, we can have a look. So entity renderer, I think that is in. No, actually, it's got to be. I don't know what Yarn calls it actually. What's the animal renderer called? Or not animal, like living entity. But I don't think Fabric has living entities, does it? Oh, it does. So does it have a living entity renderer? It does. So that's probably what it's called. I don't see. Ah, here we go. Has label. Has label. So where is this called? I can't use this theme. I can't. I need the things in my scroll bar. I can't do stuff without them. So we're gonna go back to Capuchin Frappe. Right, because now you'll see that when I do has label or not, IntelliJ. IntelliJ wants to prove me wrong. Okay, great. I know with normal dark theme it will, right? No? Maybe it's actually just not used? Oh, it's actually not used in it. Oh, also... Oh, okay. Has... Right, okay. Name tags are actually rendered in entity renderer. Good to know. Oh god. I don't like the default dark theme. It's not very nice. I mean, Darkula isn't terrible, but like the font is not nice, and like the syntax highlighting is not nice. Hence I don't use that one. I don't really know what theme to use. Sure, this will work. This isn't horrible. This is like mid. I will admit I don't like that generics are the same color as variable names, but here we are. One dark italic, I do have that one, but I don't like the variable names don't have a color. That's kind of not nice. And there's no... I also have this Nord theme, which is kind of nice, but once again, there's like no syntax highlighting. It's very sad. I might go with this one for now. It's not perfect, but it's like all right. I actually don't like the font. Okay, we might be here for a while. Just okay, if I do... No, how do I change the editor font? Oh, good lord. Color scheme font? Oh yeah, that's the font. Yeah, brain's mono. Okay, I want mono. Is this mono? This doesn't look like mono. There's also oh, you only have limited number of fonts. Okay, sure, we'll just go with that and I'll make it bigger. There we go. Sure, that'll work. I'm not, this isn't the worst thing in the world. Anyways, has label. Where is has label? Good lord, this code is not nice to reverse. Here we go. Render label if present. So yeah, all it does is it calls text renderer.draw. And it has this sort of dispatcher.get rotation. What does that do? Is that like I guess that's to make it render as a billboard, right? What is vec3d? State.name label pod. And that's from render label if present, which is up here. State is what? Oh, because it has... Ugh. Okay. Good lord. I forgot that vanilla does things like this nowadays. Yeah. Vanilla moment. We're not going to do vanilla though, so we're going to kind of ignore that. So we're going to draw text. I don't know actually what the text is that we're going to draw. I'm kind of hoping that I can maybe do like I'm wondering actually, can I if I have a pipe block instance real quick, can I do pipe block? Can I get, because I remember I exposed some methods in here. Yeah, these ones. These are what I was looking for. So that I could use those in somewhere. Oh, literally right here. The problem is that does require the storage. Oh, God. Yeah, these class icons, they're not nice. I don't like this theme. To be clear, I do not like this theme, okay? But I can't use IU Dark. I need these things in my sidebar. Like, if I could use this, right? If I could use this theme and still have it so that when I double click this, it shows me in the sidebar where this method is called, then fine. Oh, you can't see them. Right. But then fine. But I need... Also, I realize actually that's not fully changed it. Look, you can't see it. How can I show you this? Let's get rid of me. Okay. These. I need these. But I can't have them if I use IU Dark because they go. They're gone. I also don't know what they're called, so I can't Google how to enable them, which is quite sad. I mean, apparently, you do this, and then press OK, and then if I re-go back into it and then do IU Dark... Okay, the theory does not hold up. The theme I used to use, and have used for a very long time, is Capuchin Frappe, which is this one. This is a very nice theme. But compared to IU Dark, it's quite bright. So... I just need... I need a dark, nice theme. I mean, you have like one dark, which I used for a while, and it's not terrible. It's not that bright, Basti. It's just bright because you're comparing it to what I had before, which is IU Dark, which is very dark. There is another alternative, actually. Let me see if I can find it. Theme. there is, if I can find it, this one, which is like kind of nice, but this is GitHub theme. But the thing is, once again, the problem with most of these themes is they have terrible syntax highlighting. I mean, look how bad this is. It's effectively not even highlighted. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's just because I need to restart, maybe? Oh god, this is even worse. Now we have no highlighting. Yeah, that hasn't even changed single, so that's obviously not useful. But this is the problem, man. If I could just use this. I mean, actually, what's this? So if I go settings, editor, general. No, is it not general? General appearance. I see. So there's a little. Hello, my settings window has just. Never mind. Okay. So. Oh, you want my face back? Why do you want my face back, Basti? Am I blind? I can't see it. It says show code lens on scroll bar hover. But I can't. It's enabled. It's literally enabled. But it doesn't exist. Editor color scheme. General. An item in the list and use the error stripe mark check. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's not. That's so stupid. I mean, that would work if I do this. But like... It also doesn't show me usages, right? No, can I search for these usages? Color scheme. Color, no. Is it not? Can you not do that? Damn. I see how it is. I mean, sure, that will in theory show me errors, right? You can see there's an error. I also want warnings. How do I get warnings to do that? Wow, warnings. Okay. Actually, let's do this with errors as well. And then they're the same color, so we have some consistency. Okay, and I also want is there not a way to... Search result? No. How do I... My god. I just want to find the one that shows me the thing in the sidebar. Okay, I'm gonna have a look for status indicator. No, not status indicator. Also, this music is way too loud. Why is it so I literally can't turn it down? There we go. Yeah, it's the error stripe mark, but it's not the one I want. I want the other one. Like, where is it? Where is it? So you've got errors and warnings, but I think it's oh. Like when you, I just wanted to show the usages, man. I want it so that if I double click, calculate the date, right, or if I selected it, it would show me where it's called in the sidebar. That's all I want. It shouldn't be that hard. This should show me errors now, right? Yeah, so this shows me errors, which is fine. That's great. But I want it to show me the things. Anyways, we don't have time to around like this, so let's stop doing that. Instead, I'm going to make these public real quick that I can use. Okay. Lovely. Let's go into here. Not into here. Into here. And I need to get the pipe block. I need to say block is equal. Sure. And then if block is instance of a pipe block, then we do text is equal that, which needs to be that, and then that. Can I do that? Network. Sure, I can do that. The problem is that's not going to be of the same type, is it? Like, I can't do pipe.get amount because the network isn't of the same type as the pipe block. Is there a way to fix that? Or am I in generic hell? I very possibly could be in generic hell. Okay, well, whilst I wait to figure out if I can come up with something there, do that real quick, and then I will finish the text renderer draw call. So it also wants two floats, which I'm guessing are the positions. Why did I close? Oh, I didn't close it. Never mind. I have it on my other monitor. Okay. Render label if present. Oh, you want my camera back? Fine, I'll bring my camera back. There's my camera back. Okay. So draw. Okay, so the first thing it does is it actually moves the matrices. So it does matrices dot push matrices dot translate, and we translate to the X and the Y and the Z, of course, and then we scale it. So we do matrices dot scale. Oh no, we don't. We multiply, and we multiply it by context dot. I need the entity dispatcher, entity renderer dispatcher thing. I don't know how to get that. Possibly from the world renderer. Maybe not. In that case, I will just get it from the Minecraft client. This. And then get rotation. And then I need to scale it. So I need to say matrices.scale. And are those the correct values? No, those are not the correct. Well, actually, they're kind of close, but they're not quite right. And then we need the matrix 4F. I also need to pop them. So make sure matrices dot pop pip pop no pop. There you go. Why are you doing this? Stop that. So text and then okay, and then we have these two things. Let's make this a variable, shall we? There you go, there's the text renderer. And then also these. There's another one. Sure, I'll replace all four. Lovely. So then we can just draw text and then F. So F is obviously the X offset. Can you shorten the package display a bit so we can see more code? Yes, I don't know why it's so large actually. There you go. I can also do this. There we go. Okay, so X offsets, and then I is what? Oh, that's the Y offset, so that's just 0. And then the color is colors.white. Didn't know that was a thing, to be honest. That's kind of cool. I honestly did not know there was a colors class. Huh. Here we are. Now I know. And then it also wants shadow, which is false. Then it wants the matrix for F. Then it wants the vertex consumers. So it actually wants the providers, which I can actually get up here. Consume. One thing I probably should do is if consumers is equal null, then we return. And I should also do if matrices is equal null, then we return. And I don't think the camera can be null, but the focused entity can be. Yeah, I've already got a check for that. Never mind. Yeah, the client can't be null, but the client world could be null. So I should really do that. There we go. So then we can say consumers. Then we can say let me you can't see now, I guess, because yeah. You just have to bear with me. So then it's text layer type dot normal. I don't know what that means, to be honest. I don't know the difference between them, but here we are. Background color is just 0. And then light map texture manager dot apply emission light 2. Sure. Sure. So is J not even used? J is not used. Oh no, J is used, but only if oh. Wait. Oh, J is only used if you're sneaking. So bye bye. Wait, did I just delete too much? No, that's fine. Good evening, Romeo. Welcome to the stream. Today we are first of all just going to fix some debug rendering. And then yeah. Oh, you found out how to fix it? I didn't even see that. Code identifier. Sure, I will have a look. Settings, general, code. This? Is it this? Or is it this? So if I do, oh, what did I just do? This. So if I do that, I mean, that's basically impossible to see. I wanted like this maybe. Yeah, that's a good color. That's like good. I assume I also need this one. Okay. Lovely. We need the light. How do I get the light? Well, I know how to get the light, but I don't want to get it that way. I really don't. Should I just give it full bright? Like, I can get the light by doing, yeah, I'll just put full light, which is... Oh, I don't think I remember it, to be honest. I did used to know it off by heart. Not anymore. I think it's 157, but after that, I have no idea. I know there's a 3 somewhere. It might not even be 157. I could be wrong. I'm sure it's 157. Yeah, that's it. Oh, there isn't a 3. I was wrong. It's 157288880. Remember that, chat. What was this parameter? Wait, I've just completely replaced it by whatever Copilot gave me, and I don't know what was there before. There was actually nothing there before. This was a 2, though. Oh. Wait, is this wanting an actual light level? Oh, it does. So, wait, this is just a light parameter, right? So... could I just do 157288880? Oh, sorry, 888. Is there 2 8s or 3 8s? I think there's 3. Also, there probably is a constant for it. Like a light... Maybe... Ah, yeah, here it is. Light map texture manager dot max light coordinate. I kind of prefer putting the value in because it makes me look smart, but here we are. We'll just do it like that. Okay, now to fix the generic issue. Let me answer this question first. So I have a question. I'm planning to restart modding after a long time. Which one would you suggest as a fabric or forge? I would suggest... It kind of depends on your intention. I like to glaze fabric in the recent days. However, it kind of depends, right? If you want to play with like mechanism, then probably don't choose fabric because mechanism doesn't exist on fabric. But like, yeah, your choices are either fabric or neoforge. Forge shouldn't be even on the table as a consideration anymore. I think you're probably crazy to even consider Forge because Forge is dead. It's not dead. It's still going somewhat strong, but like I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But yeah, Neoforge is kind of the other. It's the main. It's basically Forge. For anyone who is unaware, Neoforge is basically just Forge, but under a new name and a new team. I'm planning to make a storage mod like AE2, but want to make some other things. I mean, it's up to you, really. In terms of like which one's better as like an API, there isn't a difference. There isn't. People will like to tell you that Neoforge has a better API. I promise you it does not. I mean, you can literally see what I'm doing, right? I'm doing this all in fabric, right? We've got a whole fucking pipe system. We've got multi-blocks. We've got... I mean, I'm not going to go for everything, right? But you don't need Neoforge to do any of these things. So honestly, it's like whichever one you want. Fabric personally is what I would go to. I don't see the point in having the bloat of Neoforge, but it's up to you. Oh. Unfortunately, that would have taken that would not have taken 2 minutes. The only issue here is because I don't know how to solve this generic issue. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this problem in the first place. So, to be fair, this technically wouldn't be an issue on Forge, because in Forge you wouldn't just have like an object as the storage. It would actually be a what does Forge call it? They have like a base interface, I think, like an iStorage or something. So technically that wouldn't be an issue, but you know. I mean, yeah, Neoforge devs are working with Fabric now, like to an extent. And if you're on Fabric, you do have the additional benefit of Sintra Connector, which technically allows your Fabric mod to run on Neoforge, which is pretty cool. But, I mean, whether or not it works is like a 50-50 shot. You might have to edit your code a little bit to make it work, but like most of the time it should just... there is something to make it work the other way, but I don't know how good it is. Yes, Basti. S is just an object, but it's a like generic object. Like if I show you here, S. This is S. Whilst you try to figure that out, I will try and find Alex the the one that goes the other way round. Oh, I only looked it up the other day. This might be hard to find. I'm looking for connector that's the other way round. What's it called? Oh my god, it's on the tip of my tongue. No, actually, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do to find it. If I do this... No? Oh, actually, I know what I'll do, because I looked up... No? It's, oh my god. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, actually, you know what? Wait. Wait, I know how to find it. Give me a second. Give me 30 seconds. Kilt. Kilt. Called kilt. This. This goes the other way around. This is to get Neoforge mods on Fabric. Which is pretty cool. Although it hasn't been updated to 1.21. So yeah. Anyways. Since you can too with fortified fabric, does that work? Really? I kind of doubt that works. At least if it does, I doubt the reliability of it. If it works. What is this? And why does this exist? I don't know. This doesn't need to exist. Bye-bye. What is this music? What is this? Stop. Stop. I'm about to get copyright claimed. This is not... It's not the playlist I told it to play. Stop this. It's just playing random music. You can't do this, YouTube. Okay, there we go. It's because I'm on YouTube Music. Last time I wasn't on YouTube Music, but now I am. Because I think by being on YouTube Music, it means it won't have to do the thing. I don't know how to fix this, to be honest. Like, I actually have no idea. This is one hell of a generic issue. Okay, there is another solution. So, what no. There is another solution. I kind of hate it. But it is to use the transfer type. So, I can actually go network. No, I actually need to get it from the manager, which is kind of weird, but we ignore that. So, I can get the transfer type, and then I can actually... From the transfer type, I have a way in here to get the amount. I actually don't have a way to get the capacity, though. I could just get the storage, actually. That would work. So what I could do... that won't really help me, will it? That actually wouldn't help me at all, because I still wouldn't be able to get the capacity. Okay, actually, there might be a solution. So, sure, this might work. Okay, I have a solution, guys. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say long amount is equal this dot get amount, and then long capacity. No, that doesn't. Okay, no, this kind of helps. So if I do manager.get transfer type, and I do amount plus manager.get transfer type dot insert manager.get transfer type dot get value or get value for long dot max value. Oh, let me do this. This is horrible code, by the way. Don't do this. Transaction is equal transaction dot open outer, and then I can do capacity is equal that, and pass in the transaction, and then I have amount capacity. Voila. Oh wait, this won't work. Okay. This won't quite work. Because actually the amount takes in the storage. It does. So I actually need to do manager.get transfer type dot look up at the world and then the type and null. And then pass this. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. I mean, I could pass it like into here. Maybe. If I do this. Wait, where else is this used? Here. Transfer type. If I do transfer type dot get amount. Okay, what if I just ignore the capacity? Who cares about the capacity, right? So then it would just be amount plus the unit. Which means I also don't need that as a variable. Which, oh, I do need that as a variable. Never mind. Because then I can do this. Which will be like that. And then I can do that. No. I can do... I can't do that? Damn. Okay, there is another way. And that is to extract on the storage. Yeah, because if I extract and then do this, this kind of gets me back to the same problem I had before. But if I do a transaction is equal transaction dot open outer, like this, and then do this. That actually does work, maybe? No, and it's actually because of the exact same problem that I had before. Well, there's another solution, and that's to just pass in the world and the pause. And then just do the lookup here, right? So just do s storage is equal lookup, storage. I'm gonna sneeze. Never mind, I'm not gonna sneeze. Hello, Aliyah Torio. Welcome to the stream. You ever get that feeling that like you're gonna sneeze and then you're not gonna sneeze? Very weird feeling. Don't like it. Because I feel like I'm gonna sneeze right now, but I'm not gonna sneeze. I mean, this works, but I hate it so much. I hate this with a passion. There kind of isn't another option though, because even the pipe block, if I go into actually the pipe block is kind of better the way it does that. Oh, this is the guy that always deletes their messages. Alright. Fun fact, you can pinch yourself in the tip of your index finger when you have to sneeze and it... Really? That does not sound true. I do not believe that. You're not fooling me, Pasty. Another fun fact, looking at a bright light when you feel like you need to sneeze makes you sneeze. I did know that one, yeah. I knew that's true. I know some people can even like just look at like a bright light and it'll make them... I think there's a name for that. Like it's like an actual thing. Okay, I will try it next time, Basti. I'll try your theory. I don't think it will work. It doesn't make sense. Because I was also told, this is kind of unrelated but kind of similar, that if you have hiccups and you like tell yourself that hiccups are not real, then you won't have hiccups anymore. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's such a lie. What is this? Oh, right. Need to fix that. I always heard that if you stop hiccuping if you tell yourself that you're not a fish. I have tried everything. It doesn't work. The only thing that works for me to get rid of hiccups is to hold my breath for 20 seconds and then count backwards. Though sometimes 20 seconds doesn't work, so I do it for like a minute, which works. It's a very weird thing. Okay. Let's fix all of these. See, if I'm not like thinking, it's really weird. If I'm not thinking about holding my breath, I can hold my breath for like 2-3 minutes. But if I'm thinking about doing it, then I can't do it for like that long. Which is a really weird thing. But I do not recommend anyone holds their breath for a long time. It's not great. I know when I was younger, I held my breath to try and beat my friends. We were seeing who could hold their breath for the longest. I won. I just happened to also pass out because I won. What is going on here? All right. So yeah, this probably won't work. You're right, Basti. I agree. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Index 0 out of bounds for length 0. Oh god, it's lagging. Oh god, IntelliJ is lagging. Oh my god, it's lagging so bad. Oh my lord. Data.set index 0. Oh my god. Okay, I should also say maybe Oh, that's not right. It's fine. And payload chunks is greater than 0. Okay, that fixed it. Oh, here we go again. Okay, what did it say this time then? Data.set. Data is equal null. It really needs to be... No, it needs to be that, but this needs to be a separate thing. So if payload.chunks is less than or equal to 0, then it should just do that. Because, I mean, that should never happen, but... that should be that. So if we try again... still no worky. Why not? Did it not hot swap? I reckon it didn't hot swap. Oh. Let's see. Not building. Interesting. Oh, you know why? Because I'm grabbing two things from the like I'm trying to how does the pipe system work? I wasn't here for a lot of the other streams because busy. Basically what it does is when you place a pipe, it checks all of the adjacent blocks to see if there's a pipe network at that position. If there is, then it will grab all of the networks and like just put them together. Basically, it will just merge them. I was away for a little bit. The pipe block dot get amount. Can't you just give it a pipe block dot get whatever with type S? What? I'm very confused what you mean there. Either way, I don't think that would solve the issue here. The issue here is that so like a singular block entity is the beginning, then when you place a check around, there's no block entities at all. The pipes, there's no block entities in the entire pipe network. The only block entities are the ones that connect to the network. So like, for example, a wind turbine or a battery or a crusher, those kind of things. The pipes themselves are completely block entity free, which is nice. Although I feel like the overhead of holding the network and having the network tick is probably more than it would actually be to have block entities, but we ignore that. So, I don't know what the issue here is. I think what's happening is it's trying to draw the box using the vertex consumer, and then it's also trying to use the vertex consumer for a different thing here. So what I might need to do is I might need to grab a different vertex consumer. Because basically get buffer is a different, like this basically is starting the vertices, right? So I really need like another provider. So how are the pipes kept track of? They are kept track of in a map of block pods to a network ID. And the network, and then there's a map of networks, or maybe it's just yeah, it's a list of networks, I think, or a set. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's basically how it works. What is going on here? Text consumer. So how do I get a Vertex consumer provider? Does anyone know? There's a way. Is it with the tessellator? I think it's with the tessellator. No? No. Okay. I guess I just imagined that then. There is a way. There's a way to get a Vertex consumer provider. No, but I need a different Vertex consumer provider because it's trying to batch render it. So it's trying to batch render the draw boxes, but then I'm also trying to draw text with the same provider, which I can't do. It should be with the tessellator after drawing begin. I don't think that'll work though. The problem is drawing the text requires a Vertex consumer provider. Not a builder, not a Vertex consumer. It needs a provider. There is a way to get a provider. Yeah, I could just do this actually. So I could just do Vertex consumer provider.immediate and pass in a new buffer allocator of like 4096 maybe. I don't actually know how much it needs for text, but this might work. Maybe. And then if I do, where are we here? If I do text consumers, I don't think I can just draw it, can I? No. Will that work though? I don't think I can just make a new immediate and have it work, but it might work. Maybe? Immediate returns right. But do I need to call immediate.draw current layer? I might need to call or draw, maybe. I might need to call draw, which is probably why it actually returns an immediate. So I probably need to do that. Sure. I think I need to do that. It's only either going to work or crash, so we'll see. There you go, look at that. Uh-oh. We were almost there. Extract. Oh, right, if it's empty. Yeah, that's a good point. So basically this amount function, if this is empty, right? So this is the value. If one is blank, yeah, so if it is blank, the value, then I need to just return 0. Yeah, and that as well, just to get rid of some confusion. But that worked, right? The only thing is, I don't think the networks are saving anymore. I'm pretty sure the networks are not saving anymore. I think that's because I changed the format that it saves in slightly. So I might just need to delete the DAT file, run it again, and it might work. Let's see. I'll probably have to reconstruct all the pipes, but that's fine because we made it so if we click a pipe, it does that for us. Hopefully it will work. Oh, also, I should probably make this actually work with the keybinds. Right? So I should probably say, if not debug rendering registry.debug rendering, then return. And I should also do that whilst I'm at it in, not here, don't know why I'm down there, in here. There you go. Do that. I don't remember if I hot swap this, so I'll do it again. And let's see. So first things first, I will need to enable debug rendering. We have errors. Why do we have errors? Index 0 out of bounds for length 0. Am I being an idiot? I'm so confused. If I set index 0, like, can you not do that? Because it has a size of payload.chunks. Payload.chunks has to be greater than 0. Am I an idiot? Can you not? Index out of bounds. Maybe size only checks for elements that like aren't a thing. What I might do is just use a defaulted list and just how do you do it? Defaulted list dot of size. What happens if I don't pass in any? It just gives it null. Okay, that's fine. I am still in delay of the stream, but can't you start drawing on an existing vertex consumer provider? No, because that provider is already being drawn to, right? So, it's grabbed here, right? I'm using the line things, which gets the buffer. Although, shouldn't that add a layer? Oh, no, because, yeah, I can make this work, actually. And I can make it work by doing it here. If I put that there, that will work, yes. And then I can use consumers here. I don't actually know which one's better. I'm not sure. Why is it erroring? All right, of course. I think that's fine, actually, if I do that. Right, let's clear the logs so we don't have to deal with all that stuff. Nope, it's still mad at me. Did I not hotspot this, maybe? Wait. There. Again. Why is it mad at me? So confused. Index 0, out of bounds for length was 0. How is the length 0? I don't understand. Okay, let me do this. Let's go to implementation in array list. So it does check index. But it's thrown here, right? Yeah, it's thrown in check. I don't understand how. The only way that's possible is if payload.chunks is less than 0. Or No, that doesn't make sense. I feel like there's a better way to do this. There needs to be a better way to grab all the chunks and put them, like, together, right? Like, if I sent over some kind of, like, hash or maybe a UUID or something of the specific packet, maybe? And then I could have a map of, like, packet ID to a list of chunks. And then that way I don't have to deal with all this jank here. That's probably a good idea, actually. Let's do that. Let's have a UID packet ID. Or packet group ID. And then we'll do... is that a thing? No. That. Is there a UID anything from Minecraft here? UID should definitely be, they should have a packet codec because they're used in command. Or maybe it just sends it as a string. Possibly. It might just send it as a string, actually. So what I could do is packet codecs.string. And I think I can map it? How do you do that? Does anyone know how you do that? Is it this? So 2, if I do UID from string and then UID to string. There you go. That might work. So hello Wide, welcome to the stream. Things are going alright. Yes, they're going alright. Okay, let's have in here a private final map of UID to a list of byte array. UIDs.packet. Is that a thing? Where is it? I'm lost again. Ah. UUIDs? That is a thing. Wow. What else is in here? Alright, good night, Basti. Keep well. This is a thing. Silly stuff in here, but it's a thing. Good to know. That saves us some effort. So here we can have the chunk map or packet chunk map is equal to new hash map. Okay, then what we'll do is we will say repeat absent payload dot how do I get up? There it is. Packet group ID. Defaulted list of size. I don't need a defaulted list anymore. I can just do a new array. So that makes a new array list, and then it wait, I'm a little bit lost. What does this do? Hello.chunk. So if I do that, and then I can do Payload.add payload.data. The problem is I'm kind of relying on the fact that they might not be sent in the right order, right? Like, in theory, yes, they should be sent. Well, yeah, in theory, they should be sent in the right order, but they might not be sent in. So, I'm trying to account for the fact that, like, they might be sent out of order. But that does make this kind of complicated. So, I need the index, and then I also need int chunks, and then sure, we have the data as well. This isn't gonna work though, because I need to say data set. I need to set the index. I think I do need to use a defaulted list. Of size, and actually what I'll do is I'll just put in there a new byte array of size 0, which should be inexpensive. And then if I have a boolean all received, and then they need to all match, bytes 1 is not equal. I don't think I can do not equal like a new byte array 0, can I? Is there a better way to do this? There has to be a better way to do this. We'll try this. We'll try this. So if not all received, we'll just return. But the problem is, yeah. Isn't there an is empty or array.length is equals 0? Yeah, but that doesn't help me because the whole point is they're not going to be set in the right order. Because I'm not adding them to the array, I'm setting them in well, I'm not adding them to the list, I'm setting them in the list. That's the problem. So like, for example, say that like index 3 was received before index 2, then even though the size of the array might be 3, and the third one is received, that doesn't mean that 2 is received. So even though I'm checking that the size would be 3, it would actually be... Oh, wait. No, that doesn't help me. Yeah, that doesn't help me. So yeah, I can't do that. The only other way I could do this is by having a map of integer to a byte array. And then I could, like, do that. But that's horrible. So, I'm not doing... This should work, though. This should be fine. I don't think I can hot swap it, though, because I've added lambdas. Yeah. Oh, and also there is errors here, which I didn't notice. Where is bytes? Payload.data. That doesn't need to actually be a variable. I can just do... This is also now explaining because it needs a UID. So that should be fairly simple though. So I'll grab the UID, packet group ID, and then I'll pass that in. Data is also complaining because this is actually the chunk list. We try that. I don't need to set chunk list to null though. Like that's literally not going to do anything. I mean, I feel like it's still not an ideal solution. I'm kind of not completely happy with it, but it might work. If this still doesn't work with the set method, then I am just going to use a map of UUID to a map of integer to a byte array. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that because that's so ugly. Hopefully we don't. It's still complaining. Is it the same thing? Let's actually set a breakpoint now. The index is 0. What's coming over in the payload? The chunks is 1. What is data? So data is... What is data? What? Oh, right. That's sent in the payload. Right. So what's chunk list? Chunk list has a size of 0. You see, that's the problem. But even though I've given it a size of payload.chunks, which is 1, it just hasn't done that. So the other option is to use like an int array, but then this would be a pain in the bum. Granted, that's going to be a pain. Actually, that's not... It wouldn't be that bad with an int array, would it? Wait, an int array? Why am I saying an int array? Is that correct? No, why am I saying an int array? No, I'm saying a byte array. Array. Yes, that's what I meant. A byte array. Right, because then I can do that. Is that why you yeah, get rid of that as well. And then what I can do, so this will actually get me back a byte array. And then I can say chunk list at index is equal payload.data. And then here, where I'm doing the streaming, I can do int stream dot of. Wait, int stream? No. I need to do arrays.stream chunk list dot all match non-null. No. I want to all match that the bytes.length is greater than 0. Which there's no way to simplify, right? No way to... I should actually probably also flip this. How can I do that for me, IntelliJ? Can you flip, please? All match. Flip. Hello? Can I not? Can you not do that? Fine, I'll just do none match. Length is equal to 0. Or length is less than or equal to 0. Sure. So that, yeah, that's impossible. So equals 0. And then if I say none received. Oh wait, I've just achieved nothing by doing that, haven't I? I'm really losing it today, huh? Okay, what's going on here? Chunkless. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I really can't do that. Fuck it. I hate it, but I'm doing it. I think it makes sense in this scenario. We do that, and then we do new hash map, and then we do additional packet chunk map. No, we do chunk list dot put index payload data, and then that means that we can just do chunk list dot size is equal to payload dot chunk. Yes, we actually can do that, and then that means that here we can do chunk list dot values dot stream, and that should then work in theory. I have to restart again. Oh, what I need to do actually, very important, is I need to remove it afterwards, because otherwise that's gonna that map is gonna get massive. We do not want. Hello Ilya, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hope all is well. Whilst we're waiting for this game to load, if you haven't joined the Discord server, there is a link in the description of every stream and every video. You should join the Discord server and come hang out. I don't mention it enough. I probably should mention it more. But here we are. Yes, White, I have a Discord server. It's crazy, I know. Who would have known? Interesting. Very, very interesting. What is it doing? Yeah, discord.turtyworty.dev if you're lazy. What is it doing? This worked before. What have I done wrong? Well. Well. Interesting. Very interesting. If not, debug rendering registry dot debug rendering. So debug rendering is true. But if not debug rendering, right? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We'll go manager. Let's see what's in the manager. The manager has 0 network. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's close this. Close this. And let's close this and this and this. And let's open. Where is it? Maybe it is this. Never mind. No. Oh my god, where is it? I've just completely lost. Is it in? Wait, no, it must have been in that class. Am I blind? Wait, I'm so lost. Where was that code? Where was that code? Where was the code we were just looking at? I feel like I'm going crazy. Control E? Is that a thing? Damn, that's a thing. Is it here? Yes, it is here. Okay. I can chunk Mac computer blah 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 blah. What's going on here? Oh my god. There's 11,420 items in it. Oh dear. Wait, why is this being sent over? Wait, what is was presto? This need to be is pressed? Oh. I just figured it out. Because I literally have here if debug. Sorry. This needs to be inside of here. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. It actually does need to be in here because we do want to. Well, we don't actually want to request. Ah. The problem with the client requesting the networks is the client can't know when the networks has changed, so it can't re-request the networks. Yes, Ilya, we are working on cable networks today. I wanted to work on heat pipes, but the debug rendering is not being happy with me, so that's not working. Okay, this is fine. I kind of only want to do this like every couple ticks though. Is there a way to do and client? The client doesn't hold like ticks, does it? Does anyone know if there's a way to get tick count? Find out player.age. Sure, that might work. Okay, what is the payload that's sent here? So the payload is a slurry packet. Okay, it looks like it's sending arbitrary data, but it's obviously not. I might, you know what? I might just send it as a string rather than sending it as a byte array. I'm gonna do that because I don't really have a reason to send it as a byte array, to be honest. And that kind of means that like I can just get rid of this, so all I can do is reduce it to be return A plus B. Right, and then I don't even need to do this. So that actually like simplifies this code a lot. This data can now just be a string. And this can just be a string. Have fun, Alex, with your uni work. I should also probably be doing uni work, but here we are. Yes, and then I need to do the code that actually responds to the packet, which is here. And this chunk. So this can actually be a lot simpler too. So this can just be... So this could be string data. Well, kind of. I think it does still need to be a string. So I will say string data. And then that'll be the bytes. But this can still be a byte array because I still need that for this. And then all I'll do is I'll just send the data there. And I'll get rid of that. Do I need the chunk size? No. Oh, because I'm just sending data. I shouldn't send data. So I actually need a string chunk is equal a new string of bytes. No, because that's just going to take in all the bytes. Oh wait, it takes in an offset? That's a thing you can do? Oh my god, stop. Oh my god, stop. IntelliJ? IntelliJ? Don't. My god. Okay. I hate it when it does that. Makes me so mad. That's a new string by the converter the subarray of the bytes. Ah, so it actually takes a subarray. Does it actually use? I wonder if it uses It does. Look at that. Amazing. And that. Wow. Anyways. So it does that. Chunk size. Yeah. That's fine. So then I'll just send in chunk. Okay, and I'm gonna have to restart because I've changed a bunch of things. Let's close this as well. That should be fine. Now, what I don't like... Well, I don't like that, first of all. But what I don't like is that every time this packet is received, the server has to fetch the network. Right? Or it has to fetch the world data. Which it doesn't need to do. Why is it doing that? What? It really doesn't need to do that. That's actually incredibly stupid. Yeah, there is zero need for that. In reality, all I need to do is just take this out of here and put it directly in here. So I will come like up here maybe. I'll do public static void sync to a server player like that. And then that means that I don't have to do any of this jank in here. I can just do pipe network manager dot sync player. In fact, I don't even need that. I can just do that. And even better, I can, please IntelliJ, I can get rid of that and put that down there. Lovely. But the thing I don't like is that I have to loop through all of the networks and I have to write them all to MBT. And that's going to be every 200 ticks for every single player. Which I don't like. I strongly dislike that. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, and I'm also not sure of a solution, to be honest. So, question. Oh, that's disabled it. Oh. There we go. Enabled. Oh. I think I can get that paper. Weird. Why is it doing this? Why are the networks being removed? Huh. The networks are being deleted. Wait. Do I know why? Did I just have a big brain moment or not? Did I just have a big brain moment or not? I think sync here. What sync does is it writes to MBT. That should be fine. I think. Network.write MBT. That should be fine. So somewhere the entire networks are being invalidated. And they're being invalidated somewhat often. It's a weird frequency, so if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 seconds. So you know what's invalidating it then? It must be. It must. Actually, you know what? If I right click this. Weird. Weird. That's really, really, really weird. What I think it is I think it has to be this. Because this happens every 200 ticks, which is every 5 seconds. So for some reason, whenever the server receives a request sync pipe networks payload, which is here, whenever it receives this packet, it syncs, which goes through each of the managers. It writes them to MBT. It shouldn't change anything. I'm so confused. And then it sends over a sync pipe network payload. How weird. Am I missing something? End client tick. I don't need to do this. I can probably get that, but we'll come back to that. If debug rendering and the client player age every 5 seconds, then it requests sync pipe network pay. I don't see how this could do anything though. Okay, so let's go through this step by step. Git managers just returns the list, so we know it's not that, right? I just closed that class. I didn't mean to close that. Then for each manager, it's going to call write MBT, which takes in the player world as the registry manager. So that's fine. So what does write MBT do? So creates a new compound, goes through each of the networks. It says network.put the network ID to network.write MBT. So let's see what network.write MBT does. So we create a new MBT compound. We put in the ID. We You know what I should probably do? Wait, no, I already do. Wait. Wait. Wait a... Okay, wait, we'll go through this for a second, but I think I might have just come up with something. So we'll create the pipes. Now, for each pipe in this dot pipe, create a new compound, we put the position, we add that to pipes. I'm going to call this pipes MET list. Not that that's going to change anything, I just don't like it being called the same thing as pipes, because that's very confusing. Same with connected blocks here. Because I don't want it to like somehow be weird. So it creates a new list again. For each of the connected blocks, it creates a new compound. It puts the position, it adds it to the list. And then it puts that in here. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Although this actually doesn't do this, so this actually calls the super method. Or not the super method, the implementation. So you have, for example, a fluid pipe network here. Right? So it actually calls this. So this calls the super here. And then it gets the storage. So it calls the storage.write_MBT. I wonder what storage.write_MBT. So that doesn't do anything. That just encodes, gets it, puts it along. That's fine. That's not a problem. Okay. So we know that's not the problem then. So this is not the problem. Then it does manager.put networks. This I'm also going to say is networks.mbt, but networks MBT because that's weird. Okay, then it creates a pipe to network. I'm also going to once again do the same thing here. Pipe to network MBT. So for each entry, we say put the pause, put the network. What is the value? Network. So that's the ID, I think. And it says pipe network MBT list. Managers to put pipe to network MBT. I don't see a problem here. But what I'm wondering is if it's this. Because when I read the NBT, it clears the networks. But it shouldn't do that. Oh, but... because they're not separate threads. So, I see the problem. So, like they're separate threads, but they're not separate instances. I was thinking, like, when you're on a server, you need to... You can't just access, right, the static fields of managers in here. Right? You can't access that on the client because this will only be updated on the server. But the server is a completely different program because it's a dedicated server. But if you're not on a dedicated server, if it's an integrated server, then calling readMBT would actually modify this for the server. I think. Unless I'm completely crazy. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm completely crazy. But I think that's what's happening. So what's happening, right? So it does this. It requests the payload every 200 ticks. The client receives the payload. Once it's received all the chunks, then what it does is it says, let's read the NBT. And when it reads the NBT, it's going to come into here. And it's going to call readMBT, which is going to clear the network. Granted, that shouldn't actually change anything because it is sending over the MBT. So, it actually shouldn't change anything, but I think it is somehow. So how do I solve this? Well, can I check if it's an integrated server or not? Like, can I just say... Or, is connected to local server. So, if I say, and not, it's an integrated server, is that correct? I think. Will that work on localhost as well? Actually, localhost, I guess it... Yeah, will that work on localhost? I think so. Maybe. I think it will. I think if I do that, then we should find that this won't change. And there is a weird thing going on here where... Oh, never mind. It's because... Right, I see. So now, in theory, we shouldn't have any problems. They shouldn't get invalidated again. We do this one as well. There you go. That all works. Yeah, so now, because I'm in... So basically, what's happening is, in localhost, these are basically never gonna... It's not sending any packets, I think. It's only gonna send those packets if it's an integrated server, and F6 is on. Which, by the way, doesn't work. I think that does need to be what's pressed. Wait, I can't see what it's doing. Yeah, there you go. So now I can press it once and it doesn't, like, it's not weird about it. You see it's also now instant, which last time it wasn't quite instant. Because obviously it had to send a packet, and well, it had to send multiple packets and then combine all the packets to get the chunks and stuff. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So. What's next? Well, let's turn this on, actually. Well, the next thing really is just to get heat pipes working. Which I was kind of hoping Basti would be here for. But Basti's gone to bed. Oh. This might be a little bit of a struggle, but we're going to try. So first of all, I'm just going to go to my my heat pipe branch, because I need to grab a few things. Alright, so first of all, let's make sure that we're on the latest heat pipe version. Which is not in here, I don't know why. Which is not correct. We actually need to be on that one. Also, how do I get the latest fabric version? There should be a fabric maven, right? What is it? Is it net fabric MC fabric API? I'll bring this up. This one, I guess, and then 1.21.3 and 1.21.3. Theory, is it going to be the lowest one? Okay. So it's probably then this one. 0.4. Yeah, it's gonna be that one. So I am actually gonna update this. Not that I think I need to. I think whilst I'm here, I just might as well do that. And then I'm gonna add some things. So we're gonna need to do some data gen real quick, so I can actually get Heat API is my API for heat in Fabric. It's not great, to be honest, and I think I might do a quick rewrite of it again at some point. The thing is, I should probably rename it because it's called Heat API, but it's technically a temperature API. So I should probably rename it to Temperature API. It's not actually heat temperature. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe I won't rename it. Misleading if you know kind of the difference between heat and temperature, but if you don't know the difference, then anyways, let's add drop block in it dot type. And I'm actually going to put that with the so there they are. We also have cables. I should reorganize, shouldn't I? I'm gonna put cables, these ones. Not that it matters at all, but so we've got that one. Then we also want the lang as well. Once again, I'm gonna put the cable down here with the pipe. Fluid pump. Do I not have a fluid pump block? I think. Fluid. I do. Where's that? Am I blind? Oh, it's literally right there. I am blind. Good to know. Wait. Fluid pipe, slurry pipe, heat pipe, fluid pump. Okay, I was confused because there was obviously more there than there was in the other one, but that's why. Okay. So yeah, and then we'll do not gas pipe, not yet. We'll come to that in the future. We haven't got to gases yet, or pressure, so those will be a future. Model provider, so we can do that pretty simple. We just have to add it in. Yeah. We haven't done items either. That will also be a feature. I'm not sure how I'm going to do those. I think I'm going to do conveyors rather than like pipes. I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't really decided yet. Okay, so I need to just register the thing in here, I think. So first storage, I actually don't need to because I've already done that. Well done, me. Okay. Then we have the actual heat storage. Okay, so a few things I need to do then. First of all, I'm going to build. And actually, what I'll do first, actually, is I'll do the, like, JSON stuff. So I'm going to come into here and copy the item. Do I need to? No, I don't need to do the item model. I need to do the block model. here we go. So I go here, models block. I need to do a new directory, which is for heat. Not a new directory. What am I doing? New JSON file. Heatpipe.json. Okay, which needs to be... That didn't work. Can I not just copy contents? GitHub? Okay, GitHub's being weird. Sure. If anyone a little bit confused, I'm just grabbing this from the Heatpipe branch, which is kind of stuff I've already done. But it's on a separate branch, and I can't use that branch because that branch is now heavily outdated. And okay, yeah, please just let me select this bracket. Thank you. So yeah, I can't use that branch, but here we are. So heatpipe connected.json needs to be that one. And then we also have heatpipe .json. So new file heatpipe.json. Which, by the way, all of these pipes and cables, they have the exact same model. So it's like I should probably just like use a template model for these, but I haven't got around to that. So source, main, resources, assets, Industria, texture, block, heatpipe, save. So that's the normal one. And then we have connected as well, so I'll download that one. And then finally we have dot as well, so I'll download that one. Okay. So in theory we should now have also the textures. Did we build? Because I think if I build, it's not going to work anymore. I think I changed something in the API, which is going to make it not work. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I need to now use set amount. Be that, and then I guess there's also probably other places as well. Place a setter needs to be replaced with a setter, and yeah, that's fine. This is complaining at me. Where is this complaining at me for? Is it because of this? I kind of want to get rid of that because it's kind of annoying, but maybe some other time I'll get rid of that. Okay, so yeah, I'm not actually using the wrapped heat storage at all. But so okay, the way I originally did the heat system was I wanted to have it work where you had temperature that went through a fluid. But I decided that I'm not going to do that anymore. So I'm actually going to need to just delete a bunch of stuff. So if I come into fluid here, you can see, not fluid, heat. You can see that I have a wrapped fluid heat storage, and I also have a fluid heat storage. I can actually just delete those. Because I'm not using those anymore. Okay, fantastic. Now that's probably also going to cause errors. We'll have a look. Did as expected, so those need to go. And we need to fix them in here. So we need to have a wrapped heat storage. New wrapped heat storage of type simple heat storage. Okay, and then this needs to have a new sinking. I don't have a sinking heat storage, so we're going to need to create that too. We're going to have a sinking heat storage. which is actually going to be a sinking. Yeah, we can actually do this kind of. Oh, this is going to be a pain because I'm going to have to rewrite a lot of these things. So we're going to have to change this to just a heat storage, and then we're going to have also a private final wrapped fluid storage, which is a thing fluid storage, a water storage. But now I'm calling it water storage, but it might store other fluids in the future. We'll see. So yeah, this still needs to be though a sinking heat storage. And this needs to be an output only. So I'm going to need to create some. So I'm going to create a sinking heat storage first of all, which extends a simple heat storage. Okay, and then we're going to pass in a private final block entity. And we're going to have a block entity. Just for sake of it, I'll say that it's not null, but it doesn't really matter. We'll actually do a check, make sure it's not null. Okay, fantastic. Then we need to copy it because I'm lazy. So we're going to copy this. Do we actually need an updatable block entity? I thought I just did. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think I did that because I can just do this. There we go. So that overrides sync because we need to implement a syncable storage. Like that. Fantastic. Then I also need... The capacity doesn't really make sense as like a thing that a heat storage should have. Well, I guess it kind of does, doesn't it? Okay, we'll leave it for now. So we're going to have a predicate heat storage, which is going to extend a sinking heat storage. And it's going to take the constructor. It's also going to have a private final predicate of a... Oh, a predicate doesn't make sense. I just realized that doesn't make sense. Okay, in that case we'll call this an output heat storage. So that means that the max insert will be 0. And then we'll also have an input heat storage, which is going to be max insert. This will be max insert, and then this will be max extract. In terms of insertion and extraction, we're probably not even going to actually have those though, but it's just like in terms of like, yeah, I mean, we'll see how that works. This actually, yeah, this needs to be an output heat storage. And then the fluid storage, so this dot water storage, to have a new sinking fluid storage. This is also actually an output fluid storage of this, and then fluid constants dot buckets, and then the predicate will be variant dot is of fluids dot water. Output heat storage, this just needs to take in this, and then this needs to be long dot max value. Okay. Fantastic. So we need to add those in here. Wait, I thought I did the induction. I guess not, huh? Okay. Let me actually find... I could have sworn I did the induction heater. Wait. Because I literally have code for it. I literally have code for it. Look, right here. I have code for the induction. I have this on tick method, and then I have this end tick method. How weird. I don't know why that's not in here then, but sure. Yeah, so this needs to be the heat storage. And then I need to do MBT, put the water storage. This needs to be the heat storage, and then this needs to be the water. It's really not a water storage, but I think I'm going to be fine calling it that. So, a simple heat storage, that's fine. Simple water storage, yeah. We also need the provider though, so let's create a public heat storage, get heat provider, and then a storage of fluid variant get water provider. I'm going to rename this once again though to get fluid provider, and the reason is because I need to plonk those in my main class. So let me just check that I don't have induction. I do, just not those ones. I don't have heat storage .sided, and I don't have fluid storage. Okay, now that's those. This is fine, this is fine, these are fine. I should really at some point move these into updatable block entity, but I haven't done that yet. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so the rest is just ticking, and then also this. So this needs to be a sinking heat storage, and then also there's a method for that. Does this not return a... Oh, it returns a... Yeah, that's not right. That just needs that. And then this also needs to pass to a or an output. This can also actually just be an output heat storage, like that. There we go. And then, yeah, those are fine in there, and then I can just pass them both in there. And it's complaining because this needs to be a sinking fluid storage. Although it's actually an output fluid storage, and this is an output heat storage. Not that that matters. So this is sinking energy storage, so that's fine. 50,000 max input 1,000. Yeah, that's fine. This probably though shouldn't just have one bucket. Now that I think about it, we'll give it 10 buckets. That'll be fine. And then we'll do the tick method. So we'll say a simple heat storage. Why? There's a method. There is a method. Come on, Copilot, you know this. And then we'll also do the oh my god. Why is it like this? Jesus Christ. Okay, so if the water storage dot amount is less than fluid constant dot bucket, then we're going to say if heat storage dot amount is greater than 0, then we're going to say heat storage dot set amount. What does Copilot want to do? Subtract amount 1? No. Heat storage dot set amount math dot max between 0 and heat storage dot get amount -1. So that will just make it go down by 1, but at a maximum or a minimum of 0, meaning it won't go negatives, because obviously we don't want that. And then we just call update and we return. Okay, then we need to do the energy storage. So let's get a thinking energy storage. If the energy storage dot amount is less than or equal to 0, we probably should just have a decrease heat function, right? Sure, I'll do that. So a private void subtract heat. That's fine. So we'll just do subtract heat, subtract heat. And I know you probably think, oh my god, he's calling update here. It's fine, because I have a wait for end of tick thing. So it doesn't actually update a bajillion times. It's nothing to worry about. So subtract heat, that's fine. That's actually all it needs to do there. Then we need to increase the heat. So I have a private void increase heat. Ooh, I actually kind of don't like this, because that means that it's... Yeah, I don't like this. I'm going to take in the simple heat storage into here so that I can use that there. And then I can just pass that in there. Not that it really makes a difference, but it's like, it saves a map lookup, which I'd like to do. And here I'll just do math helper dot clamp, and I'm going to clamp between the current amount plus 1, 0, and then the maximum will depend on how much water's in there. So I kind of already have a calculation here for this, luckily, which is this right here. So basically it just depends on how much water's in there. This should take in both of those though. And I need to cast this to along as well, because this clamps... well, it does actually clamp. I don't think I need to do that. I think if I just do that... Oh, because this casts to a float. If I times by 500L. If I type long provided float. How can I... Surely doing that works, no? Because that's a float. Oh, because I see. So that will actually be... I want to cast this to along, man. Can I not do that? Yeah, there you go. I thought you could do that. It means I don't actually need to do that. It's kind of a waste of time, but... Okay, yeah, that's fine. So then all I need to do in the other circumstance is just... If is greater than No. We just want to do that. And then I want to do water tank or water storage amount minus equals fluid constants dot bucket, and then energy storage is not going to quite be that. It's going to be math dot min between energy storage dot amount and 10. Sure, that's gonna need to be something like that. I don't know exactly how. And then it will update as well. You always have to create a new project if you update the Minecraft version, for example, to 1.21.4, or can it be made compatible? So it kind of depends on the version, to be honest. If you want to like make, well, it depends on a few things. Also, 1 second. Does this? Okay, yeah. So that caused a super. So I do actually. Okay. So it depends on the mod and the version as well. So the contents of the mod and the version. If you've got like a really simple mod, and I mean really simple, like it has to be like nothing basically, then you can probably make it compatible from like 1.21 to 1.21.4. That's probably possible. But like for the most part, you basically can't just, you can't really make them you don't have to make a new project either way. All you have to do, come into Gradle.properties and change your Fabric version API, and also change the Minecraft version, of course, and the yarn mappings ideally, and the loader version if you need to, although you probably won't need to do that. And also like any dependencies, so mod menu version you'd need to change if you had that. Tech reborn maybe need to change, probably wouldn't because it doesn't really change. I would need to change my APIs here because these only work up to 1.21.3, I think. I actually haven't tested them on 0.4, but they should work on 0.4 theory. So yeah, let's do end tech here. Oh god, so the way I had this before is a little bit complicated. Oh. Following your Fabric 1.21.1 tutorial tools, but I get an error because create attribute modifiers doesn't exist. In your 1.20.1. In 1.20.1, you don't have those. How are they done in 1.20? It's been a long time since I've touched 1.21. 1.21.1, you just pass them in to the constructor, I think. I think you directly just pass them into the constructor of the item. I believe. You just do a new like sword item, for example. So like you do like a new sword item and you just directly pass in here. Oh, you still do that. Am I thinking of something different? I think I'm thinking of something different, aren't I? Or is that only for like pickaxe item? I forget how it works, to be honest. What is the create attribute modifiers for? I honestly have not touched like tools or even 1.21.1 in a long time. So you may have to refresh my memory in what it's actually for. Either way, I don't think you need it for 1.20.1. But then you can't really update your older versions. You can. You just need to use a version control system such as Git, like I do, and then you can do that. You just create a new branch for your new version. So, like for example, right now, I don't really want to do this actually, as a demonstration because it will break things. But like for example, well, actually no, it's fine. It won't break things. If I go here, right? And if I go a new branch and I say 1.20.4, for example, 1.21.4, right? I can just create a new branch. Now, I'm not going to bring my changes because that will break all the stuff I have. But assume you didn't have any changes, right? Because you want to update. So you just leave your changes, or you wouldn't even have this menu. But you just do this, right? You'd publish your branch. I'm not going to do that, of course. And then, yeah, and then you just change your stuff. And that will all be on a completely separate branch. That's basically how you do it. I don't want to do this, so I'm going to delete that. Hopefully I don't break anything. Should be fine, because I should be able to get it back, and then I'll just have to reload Gradle, because obviously I've changed the .gradle again. Or, well, Gradle.properties, but yeah, same thing. But yeah, that's how you do it. Or you can use, I think it's called, see if I can, is that not what it's called? Yes. Or you could use this, which allows you to basically write multiple versions inside of a single version. It's pretty cool, but also very weird. Like for example, you look at the template probably doesn't really, like if you go, is it going to have an example in here, I wonder? Source main Java. Is there an example in here? Oh yeah, here you go, look. Actually this is not a great example. That's not what I was hoping for. Go out in here maybe. Okay, sure, we'll stick with this example, right? So you can basically do this. You can write this line here. You wouldn't do Fappy because you wouldn't check Fappy. You would check the Minecraft version. So you would do if mc_version, I think it is less than, you know, 1.21.4, then you would do this, and then you can do else, do this, etc, etc. It's weird things, but you could do that too if you wanted. I'm not sure if anyone actually uses this, and you can see here the projects that use it. All of these ones apparently. Apparently Yakul uses it. Didn't know that. Maybe it's more popular than I thought. Huh. There's a lot of mods using it, holy moly. Anyways, you could use that too if you wanted. I wouldn't personally recommend it, but I just recommend normal version control. Learn Git. It's very simple. Especially if you use GitHub Desktop, like all you have to do is like say I want to like create a repository, right, of something I already have. I would just add it as a local repository, right? So I would choose the path. Say for example, well, I have all of these as repositories, so I can't really go an example, but like, okay, this one, I don't have this one as a repo. So I would select the folder, I'd add it as a repository. I have all these changes, so I would do the initial commit message, commit to master, publish repository. I'm going to say that this is going to be public, and I'm going to publish repository. Boom. That's it. Done. If I want to make a new branch, all I have to do, new branch 1.21.4. And then all I would have to do is open the Gradle.properties. That's opened it in VS Code. Thank you. That's not helpful. I would change this to 1.21.4. I'll change that to 1.1.4, and I would change this to I don't know what version of the yarn map. Probably something like 4, maybe. And I'll change this to 1.21.4 and change this to whatever the 1.21.4 is. Like something like that. I don't know exactly what it is. You get the point. Anyways, you get the point. That's what I would do. I'm not actually going to do that though, so delete that. But yeah, you get the point. Anyways, so this should like kind of work. So this should generate energy and stuff. I can't get used to GitHub desktop. I remain with Git command lines. Honestly, that's fine too. Like, there's no problem with that either. If you know how to do it in command line, that's great. I could do it in command line, but I just find it so much simpler to just click on this and type my commit message and just press commit. Because I can even give it a description, which no one actually looks at, but it's there. It can be useful. You know, I can easily select the things I want to change, right? So if I'm in here, I can see all of the files that I've changed. I can just choose to not do that one, choose to not do that one. I can see exactly what I've changed in these ones. It's just useful, in my opinion. But it's not for everyone, of course. I mean, I think you can actually see the differences in command line, can't you? I think there's a way to do that. Like, I don't know, actually. Yeah, git diff, that's it. I was thinking, like, is there a git diff? I didn't want to sound stupid. So I didn't say it. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Because I don't use command line for git. There's just no point for me doing that. Is this done? I think this is done. Do we have any build errors? I reckon we do. We do not. I'm amazed. Let's also run data gen actually whilst we're here, because we need to do that for the pipe models and the lang and stuff, well, of course. Got to put him on the mic. There we go. So that's done. So we can run client. And we should be able to see this works. Now the heat pipes are going to be really weird. So, oh god, you're going to have to bear with that. It's going to be really weird. It's going to transfer it as if it's energy, basically. So it's just going to say like you could have like 200 degrees and 100 in another, and it's going to make 300. Yeah. The networks are not saving, are they? Or something. Why are the networks not saving anymore? Guys, what's happening? Are they not saving, or is it a client thing? Can we have a look if it's a client thing? Let's do bauxite and sodium hydroxide. Put them in here. Yeah, it's not saving. Why are they not saving anymore? Saving anymore? I haven't done anything. I mean, this is pretty cool though. But like, why are they not saving? I haven't done anything, have I? Also, I need to probably fix this. Let's shift the yeah. Anyways, I don't know why they're not saved. We'll figure it out some other time. Let's instead grab our heat pipes. We'll be able to do this, and you can see that these are at 0C. That's obviously not correct. That should obviously be 24C, but that should be easy to fix. So if I go into the block class, actually, what does that do if I write? Oh wow. Well, technically correct. Yes, technically correct. Okay, so it's not actually 0 though. So I can fix that in here first. Pipe is... Where's the heat pipe? Am I blind? I am blind. Good to know. So the get amount here. You see the problem is it doesn't... by the way, is DataGen there to not write those JSONs by yourself? Yes, yes it is. That is exactly what it's there for. So what I'm actually going to have to do here for the heat pipe is I'm going to have to override this. And I'm basically going to have to paste it. I hate. But I don't really have an option. Oh, I can't do that. Oh. Okay. Well, technically that is for debugging purposes anyways, so it's not that big of but let's go instead then to the renderer. And we can at least fix that. So we can at least do... so it grabs the text, so we can do basically this. So I can put this in brackets, and then I can say this dot should be able to get the base or something, the room unit. What does that do? Oh, that's a string. Seriously? Damn it. God frickin' damn it. Okay. Well. Okay, what I can do is I can say if transfer type is equal transfer type dot heat, then amount is equal is it heat unit dot Celsius dot room, get room temp. Can I get room temp? Huh. Maybe I have to grab it from the heat storage? Ew. Oh no, here you go. Heat storage dot get room temp. Ah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. So heat storage dot get room temp heat unit dot Celsius plus amount. Which actually I realize now that I could just You know, do that. Let's just keep it simple. No point going overboard. Nice. Okay. Fantastic. So let's do this. So let's grab the induction heater. Let's place it here. You see that connects straight away. We don't have a screen, but that's fine. So we're gonna put some water in here. So this is actually lava, so we don't want that. We want water. How can I get that over there? I'm trying to think of what is probably going to be the easiest route. Okay, well, first of all, let's do energy. And then we can focus on water. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do this. I'll do this. We should see these networks merge as well, which will be pretty cool. I've gone too far. Hello? Should see them merge. Yeah, look at that. Pretty cool. Anyways. Should now be able to see that this should, in theory, I might actually have to do that because I don't think. Interesting. Interesting. Why is that not receiving fluid? Ah. Oh, actually, one thing I wanted to check. In the pipe block. Pipe, no, heat pipe block. This get amount method. Where is this used? It's only used here. So I can actually just do 23 plus that. And that would actually be fine for this. Yeah, so that now shows 23 there. A little bit hacky, but it works. I don't know why this isn't working. There is water in this pipe, right? I think so. Yeah, there should be. Is it on a specific side, maybe? I don't think it was, but we can check. So induction heat. Nope, shouldn't be. Get heat provider, get fluid provider, get energy provider. Oh, I guess that should pass in null, but I don't think that really matters either. Yeah, that doesn't change anything. As expected. This also isn't correct. It's saying it's 100,000, but it's actually 80. Why? That's weird. Very weird. Is this now doing a thing? No? What is happening? Very suspicious. Can we have a look in here and see what it's doing? So we get the heat storage, we get the fluid storage. So here's the water storage. So the water storage is empty. Water storage. Yeah, it's empty. That's weird. let's actually put the breakpoint here instead. Empty, 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 empty. Interesting. Okay, let's go to the height. So where am I? We are going to transfer type. Okay. And then we're gonna go into here. So let's edit this. So this is going to equal to fluid, and the primary state. Well, we don't need to check the primary. We actually just need to check this one. So this is equal fluid, and the primary block entity should be instance of a induction heater, and that's enable it. And how weird. How very, very weird. So this is a fluid. So we've got digester, clarifier, mixer, digester, clarifier, digester, fluid pipe. Fluid pipe, fluid pipe, fluid pipe, fluid pipe, blah blah blah, digester, clarifier, mixer, digester, clarifier, digester, fluid pipe, fluid pipe, fluid pipe, fluid pipe. We'll go through for a minute here. See if we get. Which we also need to find the fluid pump, which is here for some. How weird. That's very, very weird, you know. Because there is zero reason why that should be happening. Let's do this. Let's grab the position of this block. So this block is at 956 -6. So remember that, chat. So we're going to go in here and we're going to say that the secondary pos equals new block pos 9. Is it 956 -6? Is that right? Okay, so we step over. Primary block entity is null. Primary state is a fluid pipe. So the primary storage is a single fluid variant. Great. Secondary state is an induction heater. Secondary block entity is an induction heater. Okay, why didn't it... My god. Okay, it didn't show that before, but sure. Oh wait, I should check that this is actually fluid. Yeah, I think it is. So secondary storage is not null. So we get the value. The value is not blank. Then we try and find the maximum amount. So the maximum amount is that very large number. If it's less than or equal 0, it's not. So then we'll try and insert it. Oh. Right. I'm an idiot. Oh, dearie, dearie me. I am an idiot. This is not an output fluid storage. This is an input fluid storage. That's why. That's what's going on. That's why it's being weird, because it's basically saying it can't insert anything, so it's not inserting anything. I can't be trusted to do these basic things. Yeah. So, Pat, do you think this will work? That is the question. In theory, the heat pipe should basically take all of the energy out. That's how it should work. I mean, this increases heat. So I actually realize now that this... Oh, wait, this isn't going to work. I need to do... Because it doesn't actually do anything. I need to do this. So I need to grab this, which is the heat storage, which is there. That. Oh god, everything's broken. Because originally I had fluid heat storages, but obviously we don't have those anymore. So I need to say heat storage supports insertion and heat storage.get manage grid current temp. Heat storage.insert, heat storage.insert, get heat storage. No, we don't want to do that. Nice. So that should then work. I don't have any lambdas there, so I shouldn't have to restart the game. Yeah, good. Okay, let's get rid of this breakpoint, because I don't think we need it. Let's turn this on. And in theory... a whole lot of nothing is happening. Because did I hot swap the wrong thing? Or... Interesting. So it gets the heat storage, then it gets the current temp. If it's above room temperature... Oh, I don't need this. Not that that really matters, I don't think, but I don't need that because I'm not doing all that. So then it gets the storage map, so it goes through each direction. It finds a heat storage. Yeah, that's fine. What I think I should just do though is I should just use transfer type dot heat dot push to world. What does it want? It wants primary pause, which is this dot pause, and then the secondary pause is this dot pause dot offset direction. And then it also takes in the direction. I think I should just do that, and then I don't have to do that. That needs to be this dot world. That means I can get rid of that, and I can get rid of that, and I can get rid of that. I mean, that should work. There's no reason why that shouldn't work. It's not working. Why is that not working? Primary pulse, so it gets the block entity, then it gets the block state. It looks up the heat storage, which it should find. And it looks it up at the secondary position. I'm wondering if possibly the heat storage isn't saving, or like right MBT, what does that do? Go through this storages, that's the amount, that should be fine. It's a simple heat storage, then it does that. Else this should just throw an unsupported operation exception. Not that that's going to make a difference here. This is like draining the entire fluid. This is working. I reckon the tick method is not working. I reckon it's not generating. So if the water storage amount is less than a bucket, then it subtracts. Okay. Okay, the water storage is always less than a bucket. So okay, we're here. So the water storage now has 1 bucket, right? So then we get the energy storage. Okay, we increase the heat. So let's go into here. So heat storage, the current heat is 0. So we then increase the heat by 1. That didn't do anything. Map.clamp heat storage amount plus 1 between 0 and water tank. Water tank amount divided by fluid constant bucket times 10 times 500. Okay, so the amount is 81,000. So it's 81,000 over 810,000. Right, and then it's times that by 100. No, times by 500. So that would only be 0.5. So I'm going to times that by 5,000. Which would make that then 5. And therefore nothing changes. Interesting. Step into it again. So let's see what it's setting the amount to. It's setting the amount to 0. So it's doing... So the water tank amount is 81,000. So it's doing 81,000 over 810,000, which is 0. It's 0.1. Right, so then it's timesing that by 5,000. So that gives it a maximum. Isn't needs times by 5,000. It just times by 500, right? So that gives us 50, right? So that would be a maximum of 50C. So it should clamp the amount between 1. So it should clamp 1 between 0 and 50, but it's not doing that. Let's try this again, because I'm obviously doing something. I'm going to go into clamp, and I'm just going to see what values. 0? I wonder if that's because of this long conversion. I reckon it might be because of the long conversion. If I do that. Look at that. The temperature is increasing. Now, obviously, this doesn't make sense, right? Temperature shouldn't just increase like this. And ideally, it would both. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't make sense. In the way that this works. And to be honest, I think what I should probably do is I should come to here and change this to less than like less than that. So maybe like an ingot, sure. I mean, that's a lot less. I mean, I could even do less than that. So I could do like, I mean, we could try a droplet and just see what it does, but obviously that's not gonna. Hello, Wide. Welcome to, or welcome back, I should say. I am doing the exact same thing I was doing earlier. Well, kind of, actually. Not really. I am doing heat pipe. I'm gonna do 2 of these and then... so why isn't this working? I was not doing that earlier? I think I was. I think you're wrong. I mean, they don't work. As you can see. But I mean, that's the easy part. So, at least no, that's kind of the hard part. So, what I can actually do now... they are meant to be going up, yes. Although... obviously not this fast, needless. So like, really what it should be doing is the pipes should be dissipating. At least doing that anyway. So, like what I need to do here is I need to say... because the way I want it to work, right, is like depending on the distance from this block here, the more heat it loses, right? So in a way, I also need each pipe to have its own heat map, or have its own temperature, which I can't really do. Yeah, that's going to be very complicated to do, I think. I mean, what I can do for now, I can just have like a drop-off, right? So I can just say... do I have a get storage? I do. So I can just do get storage dot amount or dot setup. Wait, if I do... and then basically say... maybe Copilot can do it for me. Maybe. amount. Yeah, this needs to be inside of a transaction, Copilot. You can't just... You can't just... Oh dear. Oh dearie me, Copilot is such this needs to be and then that. That. And then do that. And do... Oh, why is it doing that? Long value, I don't know why it's doing that. Probably because it's trying to hot swap something I just did. Which is obviously not meant. Yeah, I mean, this isn't actually doing... I don't know why I'm letting Copilot do something, because it doesn't know what it's doing. Yeah, I mean, at least for now, what I can do is I can say... This is... The problem is, right? I mean, actually, what I could do... Do I have a way to get an amount? In fact, let me do this. If I look in here... So what I could just say is, you see how this gets the network? Well, what I could also do, because I know that this is going to be a heat type network, right? Hopefully I can actually do that. Really? You can't do that? Well, I can if I do... Oh, because it's technically not that. Okay, what I could do to make that work is I could do n extends pipe network of S. Right, so then I do this, and then I can do this of a heat pipe. No, what's this one? This is a fluid pipe network. Right, and then this is a slurry pipe network. This is a cable pipe network, or cable network. Now, can't you just let the connected pipes be counted and increase heat loss by that? I don't think that would really help. The problem is I don't have... Well, there isn't really a problem, I don't think. I just really need to do this, I think. And then if I can do this, it should kind of fix all my problems, to be honest. Because what this will mean is that in here, I should now be able to do this. Can I not do that? I can. This needs to return n. Means this needs to return n. Means this needs to be for n in this dot network. Can I not do that? This dot networks, because this dot networks needs to have a set of n. This needs to have n. This needs to take in n. Now this can be n. And this needs to be n. This is probably going to break something elsewhere as well, but that's fine. That's now n. This can be n. Not that it needs to be n, it doesn't need n. This can be n. This can be n. This n. Boom. Anywhere else? Yep, that needs to be n and that n, which I think is actually going to possibly break some, fortunately. Hopefully not, but I think it might do. This needs to be N. Right, now, do I have any errors? I think I probably do. Yep, I can even see one down there, but there's one here as well, apparently. Yes, so that needs to be pipe network of S. And this is a pipe network of S. Should fix both of those. And then there's going to be one wrong in here as well. So this needs to be like that. And hopefully that fixes. Nope. So this is complaining because it expects it to be a cable network. So what I need to do then, unfortunately, is I need to make N extends pipe network of S in here. And then just use that here and here. Which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. That just means that now do that. I can't make these S and N, can I? No, I don't think so, because yeah, those need to be wildcards. That's fine. This now just needs to take in a cable network. And then I need to fix all of the other ones. Well, so I need to make, for example, fluid pipes, take in a fluid pipe network. The heat pipes need to take in a, guessed it, heat pipe network. And then slurry pipes need to take in, once again, you guessed it, a slurry pipe network. And then, if I am correct, that now means that go back, or if we try and build again, it should work first of all. Nope, because we have an issue here. That just needs to be that. That should be fine. There's an issue here. That just needs to be that. Try and build again. It should work. Now, why did I need that? I needed that because... I don't know. Why did I need that? Does anyone remember why I needed that? Oh, right. Yes, yes. I know. Because in here... Ah, bugger. That work. The problem is that network... This is network.get storage here. Where's get storage? This might just work. Oh, I might be able to make this work. Oh, it's going to be messy. So my idea was that I would basically have it return a different amount based on the position. I was going to do that in here, but then I remembered that this returns to storage. This doesn't return the amount. So what I could do is I could make get storage take in a world and a position, which wouldn't break anything, to be clear. Like I very much could do world, block, pause. I could even pass in a direction. It doesn't matter, sure. I can still do that here. Like that doesn't cause me issues. Like I just have to pass those in there, and then I also have to pass them in here. world and pause, world and pause. I'm actually just going to do one thing here, and I'm just going to make these variables so that this is easier to read, not easy to read. And then I can also do that here, so that shouldn't be an issue. So that's world and pause. And then this is going to be world and you see, that's not going to work because this is the new storage. So like this has to, for the pause, this is gonna like it needs to really transfer it to the one that it's connected to. The problem is that's thing. I don't know what one it is. I guess what I could do is I could go direction.values.for. Yeah, basically if it's this, so not quite all of this. So if it's a pipe, and it contains offset, if it's pipe and that, because is pipe doesn't do that, right? Yeah, fine. Lost again. So then I would just have here a list of directions, and I'll say directions.add. Right, so then we say double, or I can say fraction is equal double new fraction is equal fraction over directions.size, which will split that up again. So then what I can do is I can say directions.for, and I can transfer the fraction into, grab the block, pause. This can actually be a list of blocks, I think. I can just add offset. So I can say adjacent types, right? So this can be a block pause, adjacent type, pause, and I can just pass that into here, which may be redundant for like everything other than heat pipes, because for heat pipes that should mean that I can have like a different backing map, so I can have like a map of block pause to a storage rather than just a storage. Now here gonna possibly be a little more complicated, I think, because I'm just merging two networks. There's no like positions. I really need to know like where it's merging. That's the problem, and I don't know that. Based on where it's called, can I figure that out? So adjacent networks can technically be a map of block pause to a network. And then that means that I can actually do put offset network. And then I can't actually do get first, but yeah, like that doesn't exist anymore. So do I need this actually? I don't think so. Well, no, I do actually, really do. Damn it. Uh, uh, and the problem is I can't get an index because it's a set. So what I could do is I could stream and do to list, which would actually let me then get that, and then I could do get first. Now network no longer actually a network though. The network is now map.entry, but that's fine, I guess. I'm not a fan. Oh god. This needs to be entry. New entry of that. Oh wait, is it pause and then that? I think it's pause and then. So this is actually map. Which now that I think about it, I think you actually need to do map.entry like that. And then this is the network. Okay, fine. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate it so much. But this can now take in this and this. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. I lost a duck. Oh, I really lost one. Okay. And I don't have a name for him, but for any of them. You guys haven't come up with a name. I got him back though. Oh, this is so ugly. All right, well, guys, I think we're gonna have to do this. Jimmy Joe. Okay, why? I think we're gonna have to do this some other time, because this is kind of becoming a little bit of a problem. I mean, I can do this, and I can do this. I have to do this and this. The problem is I need to make the pipes lose heat over time, right? The heat pipes need to lose heat over time. So yeah, they need to do that. Like, and I can't do that because the network stores a storage, right? It stores a singular storage that's for the entire network. So it's impossible to make it. Well, at least with the current system, it was impossible to make it so you would have like a storage per block. That's basically the problem. Can I replace all 4 occurrences? No, I can't, because that's not gonna work. Because I need the network that's from here. I need to replace these, the N network value. I hate, by the way. But here we are. You know, I can fix that. I can just rename this to network entry, and then rename this to, which isn't as bad. But I think this should fix it, in theory. Because then that means that I can get a storage from a world and a position. Yeah, I fixed that. I just need to do this. So this needs to be world, and this needs to be shit. I need to be able to get the storage from a position. Entire problem. So I need to do this for each. Oh, good lord. This is gonna be complicated. But I should be able to do this .pipe.4, right? Which will give me a pipe position, and then I can get the storage for that specific pipe, and then I can get the int distance is going to be this .pipe sort of distance get pipe, which actually gets me a map of block polars, an integer distance from sources, and then I have to go through each of these, and then yeah, this is going to be a lot of work to kind of get this. I mean, Copilot might kind of have it here, but probably not, to be honest. Yeah, you can see that's not even using the distance. That's not good. I mean, this is kind of right, but not quite right. I mean, yeah. I'm just going to put in there to do here that. Yeah. And I'm going to come back to that next time, because I think that's it for this stream. I think we've been going for long enough, 3.5 hours. That's kind of the average nowadays. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for this stream. I'll be streaming again on Friday, which I will need to schedule. But yeah, I'll be streaming again on Friday. Hopefully we'll get this working. I might have to kidnap Basti again though, so that he can hold my hand for it, because it's going to be a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.